Hey guys, Gagdale here, and instead of doing a gaming video today, I thought we might do something different. Before I begin explaining, what we're doing, I'm just going to explain to you guys what you're seeing right now. So, you've got my face, like, right here. Or, how do we do this? You've got my face right here, and then these three boxes you see here is actually my screens, because I've got a I've got a 3 display setup. So I've got screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3, or middle, left, and right. So what I've done is I've put my middle monitor here, because this is my main monitor. This is what I do everything on. I've got my left monitor down here, and my right monitor here. So now that you guys know, what's what, I will be explaining what we're doing. Today, we're going to be working on my intro. Instead of just staying with what I've got, I actually want to just get rid of it and stick in my intro, the one that I was originally planning to do before I made my first video. The reason why I went with my first intro, that shitty pre-rendered intro, is what one of my friends calls it, is because when it came time to make my first video, I thought, hey, why don't I at least put something in there so it's not just right into it, it's just something, a placeholder. Now I've decided it's time to do something about it. What I will be doing is creating a short 3D animated clip that is some dude, he's standing there and he grabs a stick, like this broken, I don't know how to explain it, like it's a sword hilt that's in the ground. It looks like a stick, it looks all busted up and broken, and there's like a horde of thousands of warriors in front of him, and what it's going to be is him pulling out the sword, or grabbing it, pulling it out of the ground, and then it pulls out a sword, like something the length of his body, this massive, gigantic thing, and then all of a sudden, armor starts forming and molding up his body, and he is armored in some silver and gold plated armor, and then, he holds the sword above his head like he would, like, in some pose, and then my channel name will be engraved onto the blade, and yeah, that'll be the intro. Or maybe have him running into the horde, and then as soon as he clashes with a horde, it's just like straight into the video. This is just a little tidbit, a teaser to one of my future plans of what I'm going to be doing in, a bit of time. Not anytime soon, but it's going to happen. I'm going to create a short film about this character called Gagdale. Hence why my channel, Gagdale Gaming. On that note of the name, I only wanted it to be called Gagdale, not Gagdale Gaming, but strangely enough, it wouldn't let me use the single word Gagdale, the name. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. What we'll be doing is, what was I saying? Yes, we'll be using 2 different programs for this. One will be Corel Visual Studio's X7 Pro, which is what is open right now. It is on the main monitor and the right monitor. This is what I use for my video editing. On the left monitor behind this, you guys see this. This is Blender. I've decided to use Blender instead of Maya 2016 because my drawing tablet, a Wacom Intuos, is what I will be using for this. It works better with Blender than it does with Maya, so I'm just going to use that instead of Maya 2016, even though Maya is a much better 3D animation program than Blender. And also it costs a fortune, so... Right, where was I? Let's see. First we'll start off with Corel. If you notice in the recording right now, we have this box right here. we're just gonna make a little thing to fill up that box. I'm just gonna go here. We'll select the background. I could just have a... Yeah, let's just have it black. Just a static image. Yep, we'll use this one. We'll just go Gagdale Gaming. Yep, simple enough. And then what we'll do is, hey Cortana, open snipping tool.
Sure. Starting snipping tool.
Sure took you long enough. We're going to take this and just stick it into there. Into this little black box. And there it is. New. Just go. Actually, no. Let's try again. Just like that. And we'll save it as... Save it to the desktop. Save it in there. Let's go. Gagdale Gaming. Alright, save. So that's that. Now we can close that. Don't save. And this is Blender. I've got an instance of it open on all three monitors just so I can have different points of view of my models that I'm creating. So I'll have my orthographic views, my left and the right orthographic views on the sides, and then I'll have, front orthographic view on the left hand side and my right orthographic view on the right hand side. And we'll have our main sculpting or, thing in the middle, which we'll be working on. So the orthographic views will just be so I can get a perspective on the changes, like how much I'm actually doing, or if I need to do fine tweaking here and there that would only require, or that I can't do on the perspective camera, which this is in right now. So an orthographic camera view would be... I'll explain all this later, but first let's get my thing in there and we'll start the video there. Just wanted to take the time to explain this. So let's get started with our 3D model here. Let's just do this. First, what I want to do is I want to create the views and set up my displays as I want them. First, we're going to get rid of the Tools tab on all of them. And next we want to get rid of these. So we'll just join areas. And we'll get rid of everything as well. Our light, our camera, our square, the lot. Now what's left is this annoying little shit, which is the 3D cursor. I do not like it. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of that. So I will just to center. We'll start with this with our left monitor, which we'll put on the front view and switch to orthographic. Our right monitor to the right hand view and orthographic, and then from there we'll move them down about there, and then we're left with this one, which we'll just put on front and tumble it down a bit, And this is generally how we are going to be working. Unless this is the only one I will be tumbling around. Maybe occasionally I will be switching my right view to the left-hand side and my front view to the back side. And then there will be times where I'll be using my perspective camera, which is the middle screen. I will be switching this to the top or bottom view. So let's get started. First things first, we need to start with something. We can't really create something from nothing, so we need to create something from nothing to begin. Let's open the tools panel. We'll go create. We'll use cube. Close the tools panel. Go to edit mode. Move this up to about there. And then what we'll do is interesting. We'll deselect everything, and from here we're going to split the cube into 4 different sections. So 1, 2, and from here we're going to remove. Oh, that's right. Here as well. Yeah. So there we go. Well, it's more than 4 sections now. Deselect. So from here, we'll just go for the. Gonna remove. All right. To make things easier on us, let's switch this one to wireframe view, which was this one. I haven't used this in so long. This has to be wireframe view. Limit selection. Oh, okay. It's not. Which was wireframe view? I can't remember. View. Mesh. Maybe it's not in. It's not W, is it? No. It's got to be that. Oh.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That's what's wrong. It was that. This one. What? Oh. Oh, I feel like such an idiot right now. It was enabled. And then we'll go here. And we'll go to wireframe as well. So what we need to do is we need to cut this off. Delete. Oh. Yes. Faces. Of course, it does that. What's the shortcut for this? Is it W? No. We'll just go to wireframe anyway. And we'll box select that too. Control tab. Faces. We'll just bring this back. Select. Faces. There we go. Delete. Oh, that's annoying. Delete faces. And now we're left with this. Dark palette. We'll remove that. Now we need to add a modifier. And our modifiers are... There we go. We need to add a mirror modifier. We need to... merge. Yep. So let's just quickly snip 2 vertices, and we will need those to snip together. Nope. Clipping. There we go. I would like to see the other side, actually. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. So here, let's go out of wireframe, and we'll start by going to edge select, and we'll move this edge. Alright, never mind. I'm thinking. No! What if I just dissolve the edge? Yep. And same with up here. Dissolve the edge. Which we really don't need any of these edges. So, next thing is we extrude. What we have here, we'll go to the front view here. I want to, this will be the width of our body. So, we'll just get rid of these as well. Dissolve. Yeah, this is basically the width of our body right now. I don't really want to make it much wider, so this will be the chest. Our stomach will go down to there, and which will leave our legs. So, knees, shoes. Yep, that's just about perfect. So, first things first, let's go to face select mode, and we will extrude this down there. So there we go. This is our body, and we'll add our, our limbs or not limbs, our abs and muscles, and all perfect for that. Next, we want to extrude outwards our arms. That's why I needed that. Genius, Gagdale. Legs first. Let's Control R. How far in do I want it? Just about there. Yep, sounds good to me. Frame up, and we'll now extrude outwards. let's just get this right. We've got the kneecap is there. So there, the kneecap would be about there, and then foot. So let's cancel. Oh, Control Z. Extrude. About. Yeah, about there. Extrude. About that. And we'll also scale it inwards. About that. And also move it backwards a bit. Which I probably should have scaled. Edge. Be about that. Let's scale this inwards as well. Just about there. We'll move it back. Deselect, select. We'll scale this in a tad bit too. Deselect. Ish. That did not look too good. Yeah. A little bit, just so it doesn't quite. And that'll be the feet down there. Extrude down to there. Let's frame up. So from here, we will need to bring the foot out. So for that, we'll use the front camera. Just extrude that downwards. Our character will just be wearing boots the whole time, so too much attention to the feet is not really necessary. Now for the arms, of course. Face select. Select that face. Extrude outwards, and we'll scale it inwards. and go down a bit. And then we'll extrude once more. Scale it in a bit. And go downwards. And here, down, down. Now I'm just thinking, when I'm standing like this, let's just go side on. Yeah, we want it flush with the back, so right here we're going to select select these edges. Okay. Select these and we'll go back. And then we'll select these edges. And we'll also go back. And let's see how we look here. Now this absolutely looks terrible. Let's undo all that. No. We'll keep it even in the center. Dead center. What I do want to do though is add one. We'll add two of them. And then we'll add one here. And we'll add two of them there. And what this will allow us to do is to round everything a bit more, because if we've only got 4 surfaces, it's going to be a cube or squarical, whatever, however you want to say it. It's going to be square. If we have if we have, like, let's say we've got 2 more surfaces, it's going to be like more of a diamond shape, and then if we add even more surfaces, we can, you know, mold this shape a little bit more. And then here on this surface, I want to select these edges and I want to dissolve them. So we'll select this face, and actually let's just bring this out a little bit more. And we'll call this the elbow. Nah, I think it was good like that. We'll extrude outwards one more. Scale it in a little bit. And seems like it needs to come down. From the looks of it, we've got 3 there. Yep, that's our elbow, and this will be our wrist. So we'll just leave it at that for the time being, and then we'll move on to the head. Now the head is a bit more tricky. It's not the easiest of things to do. But hey, what's our time like? 21 minutes. So we'll call that an episode, guys. Next time I'll be doing the head. Just between now and the next episode, I'll just go through and round everything off a little bit so we can continue next time with a more bodily-like shape instead of more of a 1990s, or not 1990s, more like a, yeah, mid-1990s type first-person shooter body. I'll see you guys next time, and if you guys like what I'm doing here, if you like the idea of 3D modeling and stuff like that, please do give us a like and a subscribe, because when I go through and make my short video clip, which will probably be like a 20-30 minute long video, I will be doing all of this on, well, on my computer here, except I'll be using Maya 2016 instead of Blender, because it offers a better range of tools and it's just better software. So I'll see you guys next time, and enjoy!